At the request of Steve Herring of the Goldsboro News-Argus, a portion of the minutes of the closed session of January 8, 2013 was furnished to him. The Wayne County Commissioners went into a closed session on January 8, 2013 to consult with an attorney employed or retained by the public body in order to preserve the attorney-client privilege between the attorney and the public body, to discuss matters relating to the location or expansion of industries or other businesses in the areas served by the public body, and to consider the performance of an individual public officer or employee. The North Carolina General Statute 143-318.10 (e) provides, quote, that minutes or an account of a closed session conducted in compliance with NCGS 143-318.11 may be withheld from public inspection so long as public inspection would frustrate the purpose of a closed session, close quote. Copies of the minutes that would not frustrate the purpose of a closed session were released to Mr. Steve Herring in an article in the Goldsboro News-Argus on Sunday, March 10, 2013. The Argus stated that Ms. Amanda Martin, a lawyer for the State Press Association, said that, quote, the commissioners likely were breaking the law when they brought up the subject, period, close quote. The subject she discussed was a, quote, discussion of the county payroll system, period, close quote. She also said, quote, I think they could get legal advice from the lawyer in the closed session, close quote. Ms. Amanda Martin has not contacted me to determine the purpose of the closed session. Mr. Hugh Stevens, the former general counsel of the North Carolina Press Association, was quoted as saying in the past that he was not concerned about the Wayne County Commissioners violating the open meetings law because their attorney, Borden Parker, knew the law and would not allow a violation of it. Since the current Board of Commissioners took office in December 2012, the members of the board have repeatedly inquired of me as to whether or not what they were doing was within the law. I have advised them that what they have done is within the law. I specifically have advised them that their actions in closed sessions complied with the open meetings law.
Thank you, Mr. Parker.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Parker had taken, it's amazing that I didn't know this in advance, but you said some things that I had written on my paper as far as the open meeting law. So what you're saying in essence is that this new Board of Commissioners has not violated any open meeting law. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, it's a little bit troubling to me that you, as a county attorney that has been in this county for decades, that all of a sudden you were good enough in years past to be county attorney, but it doesn't seem like that you're good enough today in some people's eyes to be county attorney. So that's a little bit disturbing. But the key is that we are doing things according to the law with open meetings. I want to say something in relation to that same editorial on March the 10th. There are many aspects of operating a small business that apply to operating county government, despite what the article said. I want to give an example. When a person is hired as a CEO in private industry, a new CEO, the first thing that CEO does is to closely monitor, if you want to use the word micromanage, the staff to determine who is qualified and trustworthy to lead and move a company forward. This could go on for 4 to 6 months. I know this because I've done it myself. In comparison, this is exactly what this new commissioner board has done, led by our chairman, Steve King. He is implementing in Wayne County the qualification and trustworthiness that we need as a board to move this county forward, because this has not happened in the history of Wayne County. So there's an in-truth in the fact that this editorial says that just because you're a small businessman doesn't mean you're qualified to run this county. Nobody wants to run the county. But the key is that the same principles apply. I submit to you that as far as this board micromanaging this county, it can be done one of two ways. We can micromanage this county by coming up to the county manager's office every day and spending time in his office talking about different issues. That's micromanaging behind closed doors. Or we can micromanage publicly what this board is doing by recording everything that we do, except closed sessions. So you can micromanage a county or a corporation several ways. My question is that I have not one phone call, email, or text message from one citizen in Wayne County that is alluding to what's in this editorial. So in closing, what I would remind the news Argus is, in this editorial, whoever wrote it, is that negative news is affecting all of us commissioners, no matter what your party is. But more importantly, they are ridiculing the citizens of Wayne County that they did not know what they were doing this last election. So I think we need to remember that as we move forward and try to come together rather than tearing each other apart. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Aiken.
You know, it's been 3 months, and during this 3 months, I've learned a great deal. And I would be remiss in doing my job if I did not seek out information. And what we have accomplished over the last 90 days, in my opinion, has been awesome through your leadership. You don't get much praise, but today I want to praise you. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Sometimes people that are not engaged on a daily basis of seeing what is taking place, sometimes they miss the big picture. For us to go forth and learn about county government and how it operates takes time, and that takes meeting, and that's bringing forth the departments, and for us to learn from them what they do every day. It's easy to criticize not being there, and I apologize if in any way that has struck home, because I know it not necessarily to be true. In fact, I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Donner.